Last week, I tried to learn to play the didgeridoo in just 1 hour. But as I was editing the video, I realized that it was really boring. It was my own video and it was still putting me to sleep.
Yes, it was horrible.
Hey, how rude. Anyway, I started thinking about what could I be doing wrong because I'm so perfect. And I came up with 2 ideas that I could try. Firstly,
I wasn't being energetic enough.
This at first was a strange concept for me because I thought I was talking to the camera just like it was a normal person. Oh, hey Barry, how's it going? High five. Just like a normal person and using a good amount of energy and animation. But it was coming across as really flat. So the answer is
More energy! Energy!
Secondly, for all of my videos to date, I've written a very thorough script detailing exactly what I want to say. I quite like doing this because I find the structure is much more cohesive than if I just try and make it up on the spot. The problem though is that I was trying to read it word for, what does that say? I was trying to read it word for word. So this time I'm going to try paraphrasing just a little bit. So I put those 2 ideas in place and recorded another version. The first version I filtered with grayscale because I saw it as dull and boring. And the second version comes straight after. Yesterday, one of my favorite things happened. A friend of mine said to me, Jason, I need a didgeridoo player for an event that I'm hosting. Do you play the didgeridoo by any chance? Yesterday, one of my favorite things happened. A friend of mine said to me, Jason, I need a didgeridoo player for an event that I'm holding. Do you play the didgeridoo? Welcome to another episode of DP Learn Now. And I'm Jason, your host for today. How's it going? Welcome to another episode of DP Learn Now. I'm Jason. I like to challenge myself by always learning something new, which is why I regularly participate in the 1 hour learning challenge, where I try to improve my skills at something new in just 1 hour. I like to challenge myself by always learning something new, which is why I like to complete the 1 hour learning challenge. This is where I try to learn a new skill with just 1 hour of practice. Often when you're learning something new, the hardest part is just deciding to begin. But once you begin, your learning curve is very steep. You progress quickly as you acquire the basics. Often when you're learning a new skill, the hardest part is just deciding to begin. But once you begin, I want to see how much of that learning curve can I climb in just 1 hour. I want to see how much of that learning curve I can climb after just 1 hour. The topic for today reminds me of the power of yet, as in, no, I can't play the didgeridoo yet, but I could try to learn for your event in 2 weeks. As a side note, today's topic reminds me of the power of yet. As in, no, I can't play the didgeridoo yet, but I can learn to play for your event in 2 weeks' time. Now it's time for a 1-sentence history lesson. A didgeridoo is a traditional Australian Aboriginal wind instrument that is played by blowing through and made from a tree branch that is hollowed out by termites who prefer the wood on the inside of the branch. A didgeridoo is a traditional Australian Aboriginal wind instrument that is played by blowing through and made from tree branches that are hollowed out by termites who prefer the wood on the inside of the log. That took a few takes. So, what do you think? Did I improve with my second video? Or was the first video better the whole time and I wasted my time by doing a second take? Tell me what you think in the comments section down below. Also, subscribe, 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 subscribe. I'm a very talented singer and dancer. I hope to see you again for another learning challenge sometime soon. And remember, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Last week, I tried to learn to play the didgeridoo. I quite like doing it this way because I make sure that I don't forget